Welcome, one and all. How y'all doing? Welcome to Soundbite Production TV. My name's Sonya Jevette. I will be your host. Today, my featured guest is Mr. Egan, the talented, creative artist he is. Let me bring him on stream. Hello, Mr. Ian. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very, 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 very good. Excited to be here and have
Welcome
you
to my
here.
kitchen.
Nice. And who's the giggle? What did I just hear? Who's that lovely voice I heard? Aw. Hello to the missus. Hello, darling. Miss Christine, how are you?
I'm fabulous, thank you. Thanks for having us. Yay!
Hey. Right on. Today, Egan is going to do some cooking for us. He got some food. I wish we had Scratch and Sniff TV. That would be so awesome. Smell it. Please, sir. So while Ian is cooking, I am going to create some music in the background, and then he's going to play some songs, and then we'll talk about him being who he is as a lovely person.
Got it? Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. I am making today for you, it's a breakfast food. It's a breakfast meal. It's called egg pie. And it's all, you put whatever you want in there. But this is exactly what I've got here. I cook with iron. Always cook with iron. So I've got my iron skillet. You layer it with hash browns. And you put the hash browns in the oven and let them cook, get them nice and flat. And you know it's ready when you see the edge of the hash browns. You see where it's brown around the edge? That way you know that the hash browns are cooked and ready to go. These have been in the oven for about 45 minutes.
Yum.
And they're nice and flat. And then on top of that, I've sauteed onions, mushrooms, sausage, and a little bit of bacon left. I got some bacon. Everything is cut up into bite-sized chunks. And then because this is an egg pie for my darling wife, she loves vegetables, so I'm also adding some broccoli and cauliflower for her.
Lucky lady, lucky lady.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm all set to go here with the egg pie. Now, it's all set. It's all cooked. It's all browned on the bottom. So it'll you just put a little bit of canola oil in the bottom. You layer the hash browns. It's got to be about 1/4 of an inch to a 1/2 inch thick. Put them in the oven at 400 for about 45 minutes, and you get the edge that's nice and crisp like this, which means it's ready to go. Because once you start laying all of the ingredients in there, basically the hash browns don't cook anymore. So I'm going to add all the rest of these onions. Spread them around. Put a nice layer there. The rest of the mushrooms. Spread them around. Have a nice layer there. Right. Believe me, this kitchen smells wonderful right now.
Christine, he cooks for you all the time, yeah?
Yes, yes, he does. I am a blessed human being. Yes.
How long have you been cooking, sir?
Oh, my mother taught me when I was 5 and 6 years old.
My.
The rest of the sausage, put the sausage in there. Spread it out. There we go. That's looking good. Don't waste the sausage. We're just a little bit of bacon
With the grease.
with the grease. Yeah,
Lovely. Yummy.
grease is good flavoring.
Seasoning.
This is not low calorie. Let's put it that way.
Well, the great thing about this is because when you cut it up, it's beautiful pie. The way that the hash browns are, they keep it all together. So when you cut it up into slices, you get a perfect pie slice. You can wrap it up in tin foil.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, it's just a grab-and-go breakfast. You just grab a slice and go. You put it in a conventional oven at work, or you can eat it straight out of the tinfoil. And now, because the wife loves it, we're going to put a few veggies in here. Spread them out a little. Now, she doesn't like cheese. Normally, I put a layer of cheese on here. I like a mild cheddar. And American cheese is good too. You can put anything you want on here, basically. But I put the light a layer of cheese on here, and it binds it all together. That helps. Now,
Do you have a substitute if you don't do the cheese? What else would you?
I'm sorry?
I was saying, what else would you use if you didn't use cheese?
You don't, because the way that the hash browns are, they bind it together very, very nicely.
Okay.
The cheese is just an extra help.
I want some. Can you just make it come through the internet?
And then, of course, I have a dozen eggs.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, with this size pan. So I got a dozen eggs. You got to understand that this size egg pie is going to last for about a week and a half. You get 9 slices out of it. So this is breakfast for a week and a half.
Or all your friends come over and you
Exactly.
do that wonderful thing, and it's like it's a great one dish wonder.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm.
That looks lovely. Let's see.
Okay. Now you got to be judge. I mean, I'm not filling it all the way to the top because it's still got to cook. It's not quite yet. So now this is all set to go in the oven. I just take my spoon and I push all the vegetables down just to make sure that they have a layer of egg on top of them. So when they cook in the egg and they don't get crispy on the outside.
Earlier you were talking about doing a poem. What you got for us, brother? Try to make it clean, sir, sailor, sir,
Okay.
sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now my camera lady's gonna pick this up, put it in the oven.
Oh wow! And it's called
Wow.
egg pie.
Egg pie.
It makes so much sense now. I'm like, egg pie.
Ooh,
Yeah, those are coming along really nicely. So. And then, of course, you ain't worth it squat as a cook if you don't clean up after yourself.
That's right. That's what my mama said. And my mom says.
I love to cook. I've been cooking my entire life. You know, the old saying that the way to a woman's heart is through her stomach.
mm.
I thought it was wait, I've been tricked.
You just haven't found the right guy or the right woman. That's the thing.
Whoa.
You haven't found the right, yeah.
Shrimp scampi on date number 2.
Yeah.
Like, come on, right?
Her birthday was our second date. And I invited her over to my house for the first time. And our second date was I cooked shrimp scampi from scratch and garlic bread from scratch. And the only failure is that she she can't have carrots. She's allergic to carrots. And she loves carrot cake or spice cake. So it was a spice cake with a lemon frosting. And they didn't have it, so I had to improvise, and I didn't improvise very well. The cake was good. It tasted good, but it looked like a schizophrenic sponge.
Did
It was the shrimp.
The shrimp and the garlic did it.
Yeah.
Shoot, let somebody cook for me. I'd be like, here's my credit card. Please go get food. Yes, whatever. Yes.
One of her
Cooking.
girlfriends back in Texas, one of her girlfriends who came over for dinner told me, if you guys don't work out, give me a call.
Right? Be like, you can cook. Shoot.
Yeah, she's got a half a dozen girlfriends who are waiting.
Funny. What else are your specialties of cooking?
I love. I'm very good at lasagna. Most Italian foods, I do a very good Italian. Of course, I'm great with breakfasts. I make an incredible Earl Grey chocolate mousse.
Oh, to die for. What? Oh my gosh.
And I'm a baker. I've won awards baking. My cookies have won awards in Chicago for years.
And, I'm like food cooking, chef. Yes, yes, chef. Chef, what kind of tools do you use to cook with, chef? What are your toys?
I'm a big believer in iron. I've got one of my pans that I've got in the oven right now with the egg pie in it. It's an iron pan that's about 135 years old.
Oh man.
Yeah, I believe in my iron. I've got I've been cooking. I sauteed all the vegetables in my old iron here. This is an iron pot. I'm making some hollandaise sauce. And like I said, I've got a 135-year-old iron pan in the oven. That
passed down in the family. Is that what's happening there?
Well, no, it was actually a lady in Connecticut got it from her great grandmother, and nobody in her family cooked, and nobody wanted it. And her and I became very, very friendly. She was a neighbor down the road, and she gave it to me because she knew I would appreciate it, and I do. I love my iron. That's my secret. We got here to Portland. We lived for people who don't know, I grew up in Chicago, lived in Connecticut for 11 years where I met my darling wife, and then we moved to Texas together and lived in Austin for 10 years. And Austin was fantastic because it's gas, and everybody cooks on gas, and that's perfect with iron. But then we got up here to Portland. Nobody cooks with gas because it's an earthquake zone. So you don't want pipes of explosive gas, going all over under the streets because the streets are going to crack when the earthquake happens. So it's all electric. Well, iron doesn't work very well on a convection oven.
Huh, good to know.
So,
catch.
Yeah.
My hollandaise is just a little bit over the top, but that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have rags to wipe the shit up.
So far for your song here, got a little bit of this. Because it's your egg pie.
Egg pie.
Just a little, wait.
I love listening to you play.
I need to add some drums. Eventually, I want to be able to show this, but that's my feel for you for cooking tonight. Let me find some drums. I wish what's the description? Irish drums? Let's see. Oh.
An Irish drum?
Let's see.
That's a flat drum is what is the English name for it.
A flat drum?
Flat drum, yeah.
Gonna have some egg pie.
Got some good hollandaise sauce going here.
Hollandaise?
Hollandaise.
Good.
So, Sonya, when did you learn how to play guitar?
Over 25 years. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm 54 now, so I started playing guitar when I was 31.
Okay.
20 something years, something.
Yeah,
because I got
I-
tired of waiting for musicians to come play for me.
yeah,
So I said I'm just gonna learn something, and I needed something portable because piano is heavy, and I'm trying not to break my back. So I
yeah.
got a guitar, and then I was in where was I? Dallas, Texas, going to Richland College, and I would play on campus just to play, and just playing, just random playing, and it was like magical time. I was like, okay, this is what I like. I like this. This is good. I'm gonna do this. And I wrote 4 songs, and then I went to school and said, okay, what am I doing? What is this? Because I needed to know how to do whatever it was
Yeah.
what it is I'm doing.
Yeah, because I was basically the same thing. I played harmonica my entire, since basically in the Marine Corps. I went
That was fun. Go, bro. Your breath was good.
so it's you can't carry a guitar with you in the Marines. So you have a harmonica, and I carried the harmonica, which was cool because I spent a lot of time on ships deployed in the Marines, and Navy guys could have their guitars, and we used to meet on the fantail at night, and I would jam with them, and it's the first time I ever jammed with anybody. My father bought a Wurlitzer organ when I was like 7 years old, and of course I learned to play it before he did. I've never taken lessons, and then it was turning 2001, the millennium was turning over, and all my friends are like, I was living in Connecticut at the time, and all my friends are like, you've got to have a New Year's resolution. I figured, because I smoked at the time, and I figured if I wanted to quit smoking, I'd do it in July when I was out of breath chasing after a Frisbee. So instead of doing a New Year's resolution to stop doing something, I decided I was going to do a New Year's resolution to start doing something I've always wanted to do. And I've always wanted to learn how to play guitar. So I was 40 years old. And I picked up the guitar, and of course, you know as well as I do, Sonya, that it doesn't take long before it becomes an obsession.
Slept with my guitar. Slept with it everywhere. Went to the grocery store with it.
Yeah.
Couldn't put it down.
Yeah. I always kept it in the trunk of my car for a long time. But then, of course, we moved to Austin. And it's the singer-songwriter performing stage capital of the world. So I got a lot of experience running open mics. And, I played at your open mics more than once. And the Cactus Cafe was fantastic. That place was wonderful. And then I've been a published poet since I was 18 years old. And I've always published, every couple of years or so, especially when I was living in Connecticut, I would publish. And so all of a sudden, all these poems started turning into songs when I started playing guitar. So
You gonna play the song while you're waiting?
Yeah.
You want me to go get it?
Sure.
Oh, I'll get your. Yeah.
Well, actually, I have to take you over to the table because I don't have.
You have to do both. Oh, cool. Then while you do that, then I can add more to the track.
Okay.
Irish drums. Don't even know what Irish drum sounds like.
Yeah.
Indian drums, Isabel drums, Jasmine drums, There's no Irish drums. What's a word for an Irish drum? Shaker? Conga. Finny? What that is? Nope. That makes no sense. Hola, Esther. Hola. Hey, amiga. This is friend Ian. He used to be here in Austin, Texas. He's one of my first singer-songwriters from my Starbucks singer-songwriter showcase that I was hosting.
As a matter of fact, I think I was the first person that played it.
So how what's that word? That you are the first one now to do this.
It's called, at least in the service, when you're the first doing something like that, it's called you're a plank member.
Flank member?
Plank.
Plank.
Plank, as in floor plank.
All right.
But you're the floor. Everything builds on top of you, so you're a plank member.
All right, flankers.
Planker.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't. It takes now because I had this thing tuned up yesterday.
Well, you are in a place where it's awfully wet.
Yeah, it is kind of moist here. It rained yesterday.
Yeah, but he always tells his open mic people, "You better be tuned up when you get up on stage."
Yeah.
And here we are. We're watching him tune.
I know. I'm such a bad.
It's so very true, though.
Bad.
All right.
Okay.
How about a song about my grandmother?
Perfect.
It's called Threads. Granny's gone now. Been a little while. Her sewing room sits quiet in the sun. Fabric piling corners like dusty memories, and an empty spool of thread catches my eye. Up on the shelf, empty but content, safely out of reach of the playful cat. Its long lost threads stitched our life together, one seam and one dream at a time. A blushing bride in her wedding dress, a teddy bear's operation was a success. A baby's blanket sewn with love and smiles, and the old blue jeans are patched for a few more miles. Threads of our lives tangle and twine, stitching together memories and years. Repairing rips and seams, tears and broken dreams, stitching us together for a while. Where do you go when you dream? Where do you go in the night? Where do you go when the stars shine in the sky? Where do you go? All drifted apart, those golden days when we would gather safe in Granny's arms. And all that remains is a thread of memories and an empty spool forgotten on a shelf. A blushing bride in her wedding dress, a teddy bear's operation was a success. A baby's blanket sewn with love and smiles, and the old blue jeans are patched for a few more miles. Threads of our lives tangle and twine, stitching together memories and years. Repairing rips and seams, tears and broken dreams, stitching us together for a while. Yeah, weaving us together for a while. And the crowd goes wild.
Good job, sir. You got more? I'm sure you do, because I know you do. So, open mics. What do you remember? Because we tested this system out when I first started doing this. So, I'll just review. What do you want to tell people that run open mics, Ian?
Well, the one thing that bothers the hell out of me when you're doing an open mic is an inattentive host. If you climb up on stage and you plug in, and then he walks away and he goes outside and smokes a cigarette with his friends. Yeah.
You want to smack him.
Yeah.
It's like, excuse me, what are you doing? Hello, wait,
Huh?
When sound people when the hosts do that, you're often like, hey, wait, where are you going? Wait, I need.
Yeah. It's like there's been a couple of times at a couple of different places where it's you go there and it's the host and all his buddies show up, and then you're the intruder, and you get up there on stage to play, and everybody goes outside to smoke a cigarette. You're playing to an empty room. I still play. I'm a professional. I'll still play, but I'm not going back to that open mic.
Ever.
Yeah. Well, the thing that people don't realize when you're in an open mic, whether you're playing or whether you're the host, the important thing is that 80% of your audience is your fellow performers waiting to get up on stage and play. And if you disrespect them, if you play and run, nobody will ever know your name. If you want to be a name, if you want to be famous, if you want to be somebody that when you climb up on stage, half the people in the audience go, "Oh yeah, this guy's great. Listen to this guy." Well, if you disrespect them and you run out, you don't listen, and nobody's ever going to know your name.
Yep.
You're going to climb up on stage and you're going to run out the door and you're going to be a failure because it's a community and you have to support each other.
That's right.
You're all creative artists.
Need to stick around for the next song, for the next person. That's just support. That's just the way you do. That's part of my requirements when you do the singer-songwriter showcase. You got to stick around for the next act, or I don't want you to be here. Sorry, that's just me. Because I want people to support me. So that's how I run my show.
And it's also, singer-songwriters are some of the most excellent people in the world, man. These people who, especially if they have songs that you like, some of my best friends in Austin are singer-songwriters who have amazing songs. And I walk up to them when they climb off a stage and say, "Dude," or "Ma'am, oh my God, that was fantastic." And we sit and talk and we become friends. And I'm an introvert. I'm not a very outgoing person. As a matter of fact, I'm a cartoonist. So what I do for a living. So what I do is that I'll bring my art kit with me. And I walk in with my art kit and my guitar. And I get up and I play. And then I go back and I sit in a corner someplace and I start drawing. And I usually come up with a pretty good cartoon. But that's how, that's the way I stick around and I listen to people. I use the time productively, but I'm not walking away from my friends or even strangers when they get up and play. You've got to respect your fellow performers. And that's my advice to anybody going to an open mic, much less anybody hosting it.
Another something to do is bring your own whatever.
Yeah.
If you need a cable to plug in your USB phone to the mixer, you need to bring the adapter because the sound person is not going to have that adapter all the time. Right. Bring your own. If you got a special microphone, bring your own microphone. Bring your own boom stand. Bring your own guitar. Bring your own stuff.
Well, we talked about it now. I mean, especially with COVID-19 around, I think for the foreseeable future, until we get this under control, and I'm talking for the next year and a half, when you show up at an open mic, bring your own mic.
Bring your own stuff.
Go to a guitar center and spend $50 and get yourself a nice Shure mic. Mm-hmm. And it's a standard. Everybody has Shure mics. And you just get up on stage and you just plug in your own mic. You sing into it, get it all germy as much as you want, and then unplug it and take it off stage with you.
Run with it. Don't share it. Nobody. I haven't shared a mic. I don't know in how long. Because I don't. No. No.
Yeah, it's.
How's my egg pie?
I'm gonna go check right now. As a matter of fact.
See, I got this. I'm learning. I can't cook nothing. Water. I can boil some water. Let's see. What do we got here?
Well, let's see.
That's egg pie.
Yeah, this is a small one, and this one is done. And this is a bigger one.
That's an interesting sound.
This one is done as well.
Oh, that looks so great.
That looked great.
So
these are wonderful. They came out wonderful. Yep. Let me double check this one. This one might not be.
So the total length of time it takes to cook one of these is shorter than it takes to prep one of these?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
It's because you're going to put the crust in first, to brown the crust, and that's about 45 minutes. And then you're going to put everything in there, and it only takes about a half hour to cook to cook it when it's in there. This one here, of course, it's smaller, so it went faster. But yeah, it's I mean, you spend an hour and a half, 2 hours cooking, and you don't have to worry about breakfast for the next week and a half.
I like it. How about this, Ian, for egg pie? Hold on. Just theme music.
It sounds like Sunday morning.
Because
Like-
the egg pie, that's what it made me think of.
Yeah, and the music. And it's like, this is Sunday morning with the New York Times.
It's chilling.
We're chillaxing.
What is it? A churro,
All right.
a glass of wine, yes.
So there's see the beef egg pie?
Gosh. Ah.
Little hollandaise sauce.
Yummy. You're going to have to zoom in, Christine, so we can see how beautiful it is. Ooh, wafty.
Believe me, it smells wonderful. Thank you, sweetheart. All right. Here's the taste test.
Uh-oh. Go in for the
See the
zoom.
crust on the bottom?
No.
See the crust is nice and cooked? See? No. I'll see you later.
Wait. Where's my bite? Thank you. That looks so good.
Mm,
Yum.
mm. Good. That's a perfect one. Beautiful.
Egg pie, ladies and gentlemen. We have egg pie by Mr. Ian Egan. And this is the egg pie theme song by Sonya Jevette. This has been fun and learning. You're going to have to show us some of your cartoons as well.
Yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, because I mean, I got cartoons up all over the place. So
Somewhere in the vicinity.
This is a cartoon sitting in my kitchen. I don't know if this is this backwards.
No. Wait. Let me full screen you. Control. Bing. Enjoy your meal. Speak to me, Sam. Ray. To that you.
All right. Mary Harv, is that you? Agatha?
Oh, I get it now. Oh.
It's chicken. Harv, is that you with the fresh ham? And then that's Fido the goldfish, which is my wife's favorite character that I draw, with the tuna can. Speak to me, Sam.
Your style reminds me of the cartoon, the Love Is cartoons.
Yes.
From I don't even remember what paper, but I used to collect those as a kid. Love those.
Yeah, it's I've been, since I was a little kid, my the Sunday comics and even the daily comics. I devoured the devoured the comics section because it's what I wanted to do for a living. So I got in trouble in fourth grade. I had a math test, and of course, being the smart kid in the class, I finished it before everybody else. So I was bored, and you wait for you wait for 2 or 3 other people to take their tests up and put them on the teacher's desk before you go up. So I'm sitting there waiting for 2 or 3 other people to take their tests up, and I started drawing Batman cartoons around the margin of my test.
Well,
and my fourth grade teacher grabbed me and took me out into the hallway and gave the rest of the class some reading to do, and took me out in the hallway and stopped everybody that walked by, all the teachers. Look what he did to my test. Like, wow, A+, that's cool. No, all the cartoons. And it's like, well, it's what I want to do for a living. This is what I did for now. Chris is a certified yoga instructor.
She is.
See, I
Both
think
these
he's right.
magical people. Oh my God, Fido is dead. It's
Shavasana, you goob.
Shavasana.
Shavasana is it's Sanskrit literally for the corpse pose. And Shavasana is that exactly that. You lay on your back and you stay quiet, and the whole secret is don't fall asleep.
I don't know if I'd be asleep eventually. That's okay.
Yeah, this is one I just gave to her. It's this character is Griswold.
Wait a minute. Okay.
There you go. This character is Griswold, the potted palm. And of course, Fido, and it says, pick your battles. Nope, too many. Put some back.
I think that's my favorite version, the flower guy. What's his name, Paul?
His great name is Griswold.
Griswold. I like Griswold. I think he makes me laugh the most.
Well, the story about Griswold is he's a potted palm, and he was the houseplant in the community room in a commune in Northern California during the mid-'60s. And they were known for making LSD. And they got busted by the feds in 1969, and so they poured a couple of gallons of raw LSD into his pot to get rid of them. And as a consequence, he spent the next 3 years in Golden Gate Park convinced that he was a giant redwood.
Okay.
And then he had an epiphany that there was some guy in Chicago named Murray that was well, the first epiphany was that J. Edgar Hoover was Hitler's second cousin twice removed. So he took off to Washington, D.C. to prove this. And as he got through Chicago, the great floral couch in the sky appeared to him and told him there was a guy in named Murray in Chicago who had saved the world and nobody would ever know. So he set off to find him and thank him personally. There's a whole story.
You're going to make a cartoon, are you not? Is that it?
Yeah.
Eventually?
And then I do a whole bunch of cartoons for...
I mean, a movie, a full-length, what do you call it?
Animation?
Yes, that's word. Thank you. Animation.
Yeah, I actually have a couple of animations.
You're going to have to share those, putting the pieces together. Like
this was for a brochure for a school district.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically drew her after, one of my favorite pictures of my darling wife is her as a 10-year-old coming out of a gym where she was doing her gymnastics. And so the girl is basically patterned after her my wife when she was 10 years old.
She got Afro puffs.
Oh, man.
Afro puff girl. Yeah.
This picture is wonderful. It's got the exact same smile. She's got the exact same smile as when she was 10 years old. And the hair is out to here.
You used to call me Mickey Mouse. Minnie Mouse.
Well, her nickname is Mighty Mo. So.
Mighty Mouse, yes.
And then, of course, I created a cartoon character. Her alter ego is named Cheryl.
Uh-oh.
And it's when we're working inside and we're isolated. Our coworker is Cheryl. So every time somebody leaves a dirty dish out, it's Cheryl. Okay. Every time somebody spills something on the floor, it's Cheryl. Oh, that Cheryl, she's messing up again. So, well, I created a cartoon character because for her, this is Cheryl the unicorn.
Unicorn.
I'll take a
unicorn.
And of course,
What's she poofing out? What that?
She farts glitter.
Nice.
She also pisses rainbows, but I didn't want to draw that.
Ew. Are they tasty like Skittles?
Yeah. So that's some of my artwork.
You're a talented fella.
So are you. I love the one you play guitar.
Thank you. Wait a minute. That's not. I want to do this. Okay. Okay. Here's what I've added since you were talking. This is gonna be good because when I start doing commercials.
What key are you in? What key is that?
This is E minor.
I don't have any minor with me. I've got it downstairs.
I could change it to something else. I could change it to. No. You don't have minor keys, right?
No, I do downstairs, but the only thing, see, this is what I carry with me when I go play.
Wait,
these are all the major keys.
That's an arsenal.
Yeah. I have a whole other case downstairs, but this is all my major keys.
Okay, so change it to B major now. That's B major. The fact that that even came out is beautiful. Anyway, that's
well, because this is. Let me play one more song here with the harmonica.
Absolutely.
This is. I wrote a song to make the people dance.
Dancing.
And every time I play this and there's kids in the audience, they always get up and dance. This one's called Reverend John's Revival. Okay? Come on down to Reverend John's, we'll sing a song and pray a while. Come on down to Reverend John's today. Pass the hat and save your soul. Come on, folks, he's on a roll. Come on down to Reverend John's today. Come on down to Reverend John's, well, the temps are up and the shade is cool. Come on down to Reverend John's today. The Pat, the girls are pretty and the beer is cold. Bring your Bible and billfold. Come on down to Reverend John's today. Huh.
dog goes wild. I like it. It's fun. I've heard that one. I remember that one from when you played here.
I'm sorry?
I remember that one from when you played here. I forget I talked about a song.
Yeah, I think it was, like I said, if you want to get the crowd dancing, that's the way to do it. So
Move your body, move your body. Let's see. What else can we talk about?
how about you? What's your advice for people to do in an open mic?
Oh man. From the artist from the booker point of view, it's important that you, the artist, you need to have some sort of visual representation of yourself on the social media, because that's where the entire world is right now.
You need a Facebook page. You need SoundCloud or something. Yeah.
Use all of the platforms that are free. There's a lot of them. Use them all.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, this Snapchatty thing, this TikToky, that thing, and LinkedIn is one. This platform you can broadcast into LinkedIn. I haven't tried that yet.
Is that a piece of wine? There's cheese in there.
Twitch TV, Twitch.com TV, YouTube. Use them all.
Yeah.
Because if I can't see you live, then I need to be able to see you somehow when I book you.
And if you've got a SoundCloud or you have YouTube, it's very easy, because if you're on Facebook or you're on TikTok or you're on Instagram or whatever, you can post the videos off of YouTube onto your social media.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, the important thing for me is that me personally, like I said, I only started playing guitar in 2001. I started late. I started later than you did, but I'm not Stevie Ray Vaughan. You're an incredible guitar player. I'm not Stevie Ray Vaughan. This is an accompaniment. The most important part of the song to me is the lyrics, the poetry. So when I sit down and I do a video like this. This is perfect. This is all you need to do. You just need to record this. But then I go in and I use my editing software and I put the lyrics as a crawl, a closed caption for your listening enjoyment. Right. And I put the lyrics on the video, so you can follow along as you listen and you don't miss any of the poetry.
There's that's good information as well. I was asked today if you could do caption while you stream, and I'm learning how to use OBS, and yes, there's an option for it, but I don't know how to use it yet. So being able to do that'll be amazing. OBS, I am now friendly with you. Thank you so much. It took me a minute to acclimate to all of the
You're like me. You're an absolute nerd. I love the technology.
As soon as I grasp more, I'll be able to do more, because I really want to have multiple shots. I want to have the camera, the shots rotating. I want to have the stream going across. I want the whole thing, because I want to do a lot more. Yeah, because I love this.
When you're performing.
Again?
To have it automatically switch back and forth between cameras would be fantastic.
Yes, and it says automation switch. Wait, no, can I? What? Anyway, that's another show. I was like, I could show you, but I have to bring it up. But I don't want to mess it up, because I need the person that says I need OBS help. If you give Facebook your permission to chat with us, we can chat with you. I am acclimated to OBS just as of the last 7 days, because my guest last week was Bruce Nunnally, and he talked about just how to do the basic information of how to use OBS. And
I saw a bit of that. That was a really good interview.
Yes, he went, oh, blah, 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 blah. I was like, what?
And you're sitting there going,
what? How you turn it on? What? Wait a minute. Because when you go in there, you're like, it's so much. And then StreamYard was like, click here, go. I was like, yes, yes.
Yeah.
OBS is great. User friendly tool. You just have to sit down and mess with it.
Yeah.
All right, sir. I feel like we have made memories tonight. This is my egg pie song here. And Christine, would you like to tell us anything since you're the...
You want to? Would you like to do anything?
That's Christine's music.
I'm more of a talker than a singer or anything. I don't play an instrument. I'm a good cheerleader.
How much time do we have left?
Hoorah.
We have until your time. Okay, 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me take you down and show you my art room real fast.
Yes. Cool. I can create while we do that.
Yeah.
First of all, let me pull the egg pie out.
Yes, don't burn the pie.
No, let's not burn the egg pie.
Don't burn the pie. So this bite is called Funk Era Piano.
There you go.
Crispy. So ironically, I just bought an iron skillet a month ago.
Good.
Because I was like, I want to learn. I want a good skillet. I was tired of that stuff coming off of it. So
I highly recommend iron skillets. They are fantastic. I don't like to cook in anything else.
They're a good source of iron. Like, that's where you should get your iron from. You shouldn't, aside from your meat, but it's a really good source of iron.
Iron absorbs into your system? That's interesting.
Well, it needs to. I mean, it's a basis for your blood.
Yeah.
I have always done iron pills.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. This is nice. Wait a minute.
This is my pan. This pan right here.
Yeah.
This pan is 135 years old.
That's, dude. What's that roadshow thing?
Antique roadshow. Yeah.
Be like, this here, taste it.
All right, let me take you downstairs real fast.
All right, while you do that, here's your segue music. I'm digging this.
All right. Well, first of all, let me show you what it looks like outside my door. I'm walking out onto my balcony.
Beautiful. Are those Christmas lights?
Yeah. Yeah. You see, the deal is that my birthday is January 21st.
Mine's January the 11th.
There you go. Well, when I was growing up, I always told my father, because my sister's birthday is January 3rd. And he left the tree up for her birthday, and then he took it down after that. And I was always like, can you leave it up for my birthday? And he's like, no. Well, when I got old enough, I left it up for my birthday. But then I married a woman whose birthday is on March 22nd. And she said, can we leave it up for my birthday? And I'm like, sure, why not? Well, March 17th, we went on lockdown. So we decided just to leave it up.
Tree's been up.
So it's a beautiful piece of light and joy in the middle of a very quiet world. And as a matter of fact, I made this angel. What do you think of this?
Aw, beautiful. And she's a sister. What's up, girl?
Isn't she gorgeous?
Beautiful.
Anyway, this is outside my front door, or my back door.
Ooh, you should, yes, all of that.
We live on
top.
We live on top of an extinct volcano.
Shut up.
And you look all the way down the hill going that way. And of course,
theme music.
That's
Hi,
River.
Kitty.
That's River Kitty.
Hi, River Kitty. Did you get some egg pie?
So anyway, let me take you down to show you the art room real fast.
This is egg pie, so
It smells good in this house.
bet it does.
This is my art. That's my art table.
Ooh.
That's what I look out on every day when I work. And I'm surrounded by cartoons and music. My baby. 1975 Ibanez Dreadnought.
Mm.
She's my baby. She's an amazing. And then, of course, this is the one that you would like.
Holla, buddy. Holla, buddy. Holla, 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 holla. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Sunburst. Holla, buddy. Yes, sunburst.
That's an old Ibanez Art Star. They don't make those anymore. So, of course, I'm the Celtic warrior, so I got to have my sword on the wall, right?
And such a beautiful view.
So, yeah.
Wait, are you wearing my kilt that I asked for?
No, I'm not wearing my kilt today.
Okay,
sorry.
next time.
No, I'm not wearing my kilt. I have 3 or 4 of them, but not today. I was running around doing errands today, and I didn't want to.
I've always wanted to wear a kilt because I think they're super sexy.
I love my kilt. I have a set that is pinstripe. I have a pinstripe kilt.
Nice.
So I have a pinstripe jacket and the kilt, and I got the vest, and got some amazing boots to go along with them. So, yeah, that's one thing I loved about Austin, and it's one thing I love about Portland, is that they don't frown upon it when you wear a kilt.
I don't know.
Especially when you're, I'm 6'4", 275 pounds. Nobody makes fun of me when I wear a kilt.
Say something. Say something. What? Say
Help being
something.
a big guy. So I thank you for it. Was an honor to make egg pie for you. It was an honor to sing for you, and it's such a pleasure to see you. It's so amazing to listen to you play, and I love you so much. It's wonderful to still be in contact with you and hanging out and talking. I love it.
Right on. See, creating memories. And you, my lady, thank you for creating memories with us.
What a pleasure. Thank you so much, sweetheart. It's so good to see you. Keep up the awesome work.
Yeah, you're doing great work. Keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate you both.
Thanks
we're gonna
for creating community. Bye.
Say it again. Say it again.
Thanks for creating community.
Thank you. Yes, that's perfect. I'm gonna use that.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna pass you out and look at my camera come all the way down. Thank you, Mr. Ian Egan. I don't know why my head is now chopped off, but hey, what's up? All right, we're gonna close out. I'm gonna let this song play because it was quite beautiful, creating while we were live. My name's Sonya Jevette. Next Friday, my special guest will be, I believe, it's Miss Amanda. But if you haven't joined my group, please join my groups and follow on Facebook. And so my Facebook user, I can't see you and who you are unless you let StreamYard use your account. But I will see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. My name's Sonya Jevette. This has been Creating Memories. I think this is going to be fun. I'm going to keep doing this and learning more about how to do it. So thank you so much for being here. I like this song. This song is called Egg Pie. It's just real simple. I think it's a beautiful little clip here. Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. Stay strong. Be kind to each other. Much love.